This week on Inside Boulder News. Hundreds beat the heat this week by commuting to work in a much cooler way. Prevent from falling victim to bike theft with these easy tips. And participants in this city program go on an adventure.
Welcome to Inside Boulder News, your source for all things Boulder. I'm Jocelyn Avendaño. Hundreds of people this week traded in their normal commute to work for a much wetter one. With helmets and inner tubes in hand, folks flowed down the creek in the 12th annual Tube to Work Day, a recent Boulder tradition. But this wasn't always the case. We spoke to co-founder Jeff Kagan to tell us all about this event.
Over 1,000 people braved the Boulder Creek waters this Friday during Tube to Work Day, where outfits are wacky, fun, and unexpected.
It's just a great time, but it's also a really unique alternative commute and a great way to network for Boulder's business community. It's been really fun to watch it grow.
12 years ago, Tube to Work Day was a little different, where Kagan and his friend were the only two people tubing down the creek.
We would get our costumes on bicycle, bike down to the creek with our inflated tubes, take the bus back after the float, and just as a joke, kind of posted flyers up along the creek, and it just slowly grew.
The posted flyers on the trees have turned into months of coordination in anticipation for this now Boulder tradition.
See everybody come out and have that many people get in the water at that time together. It is a real feeling of community. It's so much fun. And yeah, it's the best morning of my year once I get on the water. A lot to prepare for, but once we're in, we're just floating.
Each year, the event collects donations to give to a local organization or charity. This year's donations went directly to the Boulder Bridge House.
I do amazing work with the homeless community in Boulder County and beyond.
So whether you're strutting the most kooky outfit of them all or just in it for the fun of it, Tube to Work Day is the one commute to work everyone looks forward to.
It's just become kind of a big fun floating party where people get wet and wild and weird at 8 in the morning.
The Boulder Police Department teamed up with multiple community organizations to bring children in Boulder a bike rodeo. Here, kids got to learn all about bike safety and even go through some obstacle courses. Take a look.
Thanks to a collaborative effort from the Boulder Police Department, the Fire Department, and multiple community entities, children in Boulder got to spend an afternoon learning about bike safety. The events were held at the Boulder Public Library and the Meadows Library. Kids between the ages of 6 and 12 got to learn about basic bike mechanics, how to properly fit a helmet, and learned about the importance of wearing one, among many other essential things related to bikes. Lots of freebies were given out to those in attendance at this free event. Organizers hope to bring more bike safety enriching experiences like this one in the future.
Boulder's extensive trail system makes it easy for the city to have such a big biking community. Unfortunately, over 1,000 bikes are stolen in the city each year. Here are some tips on how you can put a brake to bike thefts.
Falling victim to theft is an unfortunate situation to be in. However, there are precautions bike owners can take to avoid this frustrating event.
Here in Boulder, we on average have about 1,000 bike thefts every year, and it's very much an opportunistic crime. Obviously, a bike that's not locked up at all is easily stealable.
Joy Gold is a staff member at the Boulder-based nonprofit organization Community Cycles. The shop offers courses and programs all geared towards bicycle safety and education. In collaboration with the Boulder Police Department, they have the following tips on preventing your bike from getting stolen.
A bike that's locked with a small, thin cable lock can easily be cut, or a bike that's locked but in a location that's maybe hidden away from public view is also more suspect.
For this reason, it is recommended for owners to lock their bikes in a public place with lots of foot traffic. A U-lock is recommended for the frame and bike tire, as cable locks can be easily cut. To keep the front tire from being stolen, a cable can be placed through the front tire and locked with the U-lock.
Just because your bike's locked doesn't mean the wheels are locked, the seat is locked. Keeping lights, even water bottles, GPS units on your bike is obviously a crime of opportunity.
It is highly recommended as well to have your bike registered as soon as possible, as this increases your chances of recovering your bike in case it gets stolen. You can register your bike for free at the Boulder Police Department or majority of local bike shops.
Bike theft is a crime of opportunity. Oftentimes the criminal will grab a bike and go. So if you see something, please say something. You can report to local law enforcement anonymously.
For more information on how you can keep your bike safe, please visit communitycycles.org.
Boulder's Expand program is committed to supporting people of all abilities in recreation through both specialized and inclusive programs. One of those programs is Adventure Club, a chance for individuals with disabilities to learn all about the outdoors.
Expand is a therapeutic program within Boulder's Parks and Recreation Department. Here, staff provide specialized and inclusive programming for people with disabilities. Today, the program's athletes are in an adventure.
This was one of our weekly programs. This was called Adventure Club. We did a whole variety of different adventure activities, so you got to see some of them today. We did climbing, they've also done fishing, they did a scavenger hunt a different week, so the idea is to just get some exposure to all different types of adventure activities.
Adventure Club is for people with disabilities ages 16 and up, and is one of Expand's many programs. Expand began its programming nearly 40 years ago and now has over 1,500 participants each year.
A lot of our goals here at Expand are to provide some of that social aspect for people's lives. They can come, they can be with other people that are also trying to work and learn a lot of those skills. And then they can create friendships, and our real hope is that they can then also take those friendships and a lot of the skills that they've built here in our programs, be able to take them outside so that they can do a lot more independent recreation as well.
Participants in Adventure Club today got to rock climb and even kayaked. They are led by 5 full-time certified therapeutic recreation specialists who are dedicated to help people of all abilities to enjoy life.
One of the really cool things about community TR is that I've known some of our participants since they were 2.5 years old, and so I've now seen them really grow up into young adults, able to just learn about them, get to know their families and such as well. So it really does start to feel like a family that we've kind of created here.
Expand is ran thanks to city funding and the generosity of donors in the community. If you would like to donate or learn more about Boulder's Expand program, please visit the website seen on your screen.
Thank you so much for joining us on this week's edition of Inside Boulder News. If you have pictures, news tips, or events you'd like to see featured, we love to hear from you. Connect with us on Facebook and Twitter. You can also sign up to receive video updates right in your inbox. Just go to boulderchannel8.com and click on subscribe. Have a good week.